Mad Willie here. I just have a quick update for you on what I have been working on. Not as much as I had been hoping. I have been sick for over a month now, which is awesome. In addition to all of the various art-related things, I have also been working on my role-playing game. For those of you who don't know what a role-playing game is, it's playing pretend for grown-ups, basically. You sit around a table and you have a little sheet in front of you, kind of like a tax form, except it has exciting things like my character is from the land of blah-de-blah, and he wields the sword of hoobly-doobly. Yeah, and you roll dice to determine what happens, and it's super fun. It is for me anyway. It's my favorite hobby. I have been playing role-playing games since I was a wee lad. My mother got me the Dungeons and Dragons red box thing. It's kind of a classic. It has a Larry Elmore art on the cover, I think, and a lot of people started out with it. I think I was 8 or 9 years old, and I have been hooked ever since, so thanks, Ma. I have been working for quite a number of years now on different forms of this game. Mostly in secret by myself, just on my computer, writing and rewriting, and most of these things never see the light of day. I have done a couple of play tests, but it's been a few years now since I've let people actually see what I've been working on, and that is going to change very soon. I have a very cleaned up version of the rules. It doesn't have everything that I want yet, but putting everything you want in something is a way to make it a gigantic mess. Try putting all of your favorite flavors of ice cream on top of a pizza and cover it in your favorite kind of gravy. Oh, and Parmesan cheese, and it's going to be horrible, and that's kind of what I had been making for a while. So I stripped out a lot of that extraneous stuff, and yeah, it's very lean, it's very simple, I think it's going to be fun. And yeah, I'm looking forward to letting people play it. So what is it? Well, it is kind of a take on a typical role-playing game. Most of them are based on European fantasy, and this is kind of a twist on that. It is specifically looking at fairy tales and folk tales and fables, myths, things like that. It is taking the elements from those, distilling them into one particular world that is, the way I think of it is in my head, is this world is where all of our tales came from. They all somehow leached over from that world into ours. I won't get too much into that. But it's taking all of those classic fairy tales and fables and adding a kind of horror twist. And so that's kind of the gist of this game. Obviously, there's action and adventure and other things that we like to do in our role-playing games, but there's always going to kind of be that underlying darkness or the potential to turn down a dark path. So that is kind of the gist of it. Coming up over the next few weeks, I am going to try to produce some of the things that I have actually been working on. Character sheets, character traits, how the basics of the game is played, and I don't know, maybe monsters or bits of fiction. But I want to share all of that with you guys so that you can see what I've been doing. And over the course of this year, I will be putting out, running a personal playtest, and hopefully by the end of that, I will have something solid enough that I can send out and have other people test it at their own tables and see what they think. Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you next time.